Hi, my name's Tim Wilfred. I'm visiting Carlton Place from San Francisco. I manage a program out there called Executive Transitions for nonprofits. Mills Community Services and Mike Coxon asked me to come to town to talk about succession planning for nonprofit organizations. And we have a workshop going on here for about 50 folks, half of whom are actually board members on nonprofits, others are the executive directors. And I am frequently asked to speak to this topic because it's so key but ignored by too many nonprofit organizations as to how are they preparing for the future leadership of their organizations. If without good preparation, they're going to suddenly be thrown into trouble when their executive leaves. Or maybe it's their chief financial officer. So this whole workshop is one about how to do emergency backup planning. If Mike Coxon is suddenly hit by a meteor, is the organization ready to function without him? But secondly, is the organization developing talent below Mike, and obviously for the other organizations is here well. What is the organization doing to make sure that its staff are preparing themselves, getting trainings, getting chances to stretch their abilities to eventually step up into a higher level of responsibility in the organization? And this goes for boards too. Board leadership, we very much believe, should be preparing its future leaders. Boards are central to the sustainability and viability of our nonprofit organizations. Here in the Carlton Place area, Lanark County, I believe it is. I hope I've got that name right. So we've had a very energetic morning so far. We're going to have one this afternoon about exactly how you manage the moment when the executive does leave. If you've done good succession planning all along the way, it's not going to be very difficult. But if you haven't, and many organizations have not to this date, what do you need to do to catch up at the point the executive says, I'm going to be leaving in a couple of years? What does the board need to do? How does the organization get ready for that kind of transition to new leadership, which we talk about as an opportunity to freshen the vision and think about what have we done for our community, and how do we want to grow that legacy and that impact. So this workshop is about thinking about where the organization needs to go, what kind of leadership now it needs to be developing in those directions, and at the moment of turnover, how is that best managed? How much overlap, for instance, should there be for the outgoing executive and the incoming executive? What is the board's role, and how does the board make sure they're getting the right person into the job after the current leader leaves the organization? So that's the workshop. I'm very much enjoying being here. There's a lot of great organizations in the room, including Mills Community Services, and I appreciate Mike and Mills and the United Way of the county for sponsoring and bringing me to town. Thank you.